Alright guys, so I'm going to do this video on some controversy with some cultural popular issue that has arisen with Gardot. Apparently she and, I forget the producer's name, but this lady producer has won the rights to a Cleopatra movie. And apparently Twitter is up in a rage on this quote-unquote white lady being cast as Cleopatra, who happens to be Caucasian in history. She happens to be Greek, maybe mixed with some Middle Eastern blood. She's Caucasian, dude. People, she's Caucasian. So I'm sure a lot of these people who have complaints about Gardot being cast as a Caucasian woman are a bunch of black revisionists who think that everybody who were important in history were in some way black. Here's my take on that, okay? Black revisionism is a cancer, all right? It's a cancer, all right? You guys gotta stick with the facts, historical facts. If you guys can prove that she was a black woman, then, you know, I'm not going to complain about that. Then she was a black woman. However, if every single thing, every single, you know, piece of documentation, historical or otherwise, you know, says that she was a white woman, and then you're kind of say that she was a black lady, you're wrong. It's crazy. It's just insane. All right, this goes to my other argument about how, well, I have two other arguments, okay? African Americans, black Americans, you guys are not black, all right? You guys are like a mixed race of people. I hate to tell you this, all right? But 30% of the black population in this country has white chromosomes. All right, the Y chromosome from the original slave masters. 60% of you guys are mixed with some other race. All right, you guys are essentially a mestizo race. You guys are not your own race. You guys are an ethnic group essentially, because the Latinos, they are a mixed people. They're not a race of people. They are a mixed race people. They are ethnically. They are an ethnic people. They are mestizos. They're a mix of different cultures, different races. Okay, all right. If your name's if your first name is European, your last name is European, you speak a European language, your religion is European. You know, you got some mix of European blood in you. You got some mix of Native American blood in you. You got a mix of all kinds of different blood in you. Everything that you brag about is European. Dude, you guys are a mixed race people. You guys are not black. Okay, let me just get that out of the way. Second thing is, all you black people who want to claim Egypt, all right, here's the thing about it. They did a test on King Tut's DNA. King Tut's DNA is Caucasian. It's Caucasian. All right, the Egyptians, the Middle Eastern Egyptians, North African Egyptians, Berbers, they've been there since the beginning of Egypt. All right, the Middle Eastern people, they're Arabs, they're not black. But on top of that, you guys never brag about the other 95% of Africa. I mean, think about it. You guys never brag about the other 95% of Africa. You know, the dark part of Africa, that's below, you know, northern Africa. Like, I don't ever see movies put out about that. You know, the dudes who are wearing loincloths, you know, they use cow dung, you know, as hair gel, whatever. I mean, I'm not being racist about that. That's what they do. They still do that. That's what they do. They live in huts. All right. They bush meat. That's what, like, That's Africa in 2020. That's a large part of Africa in 2020. You guys don't want the authentic. You guys never brag about the authentic versions of Africa. You guys always want to claim Egypt, which is like what? Like 5% of Africa? You guys couldn't care less about the other 95% of sub-Saharan Africa. In fact, if they were to do a movie about that, about any portion of South Africa, not South Africa, but any portion of Africa where real black people exist, where the bloodline is like 99.999% to 100% African, you guys would just, you know, riot. I know you guys would riot. You guys would call it, it's racist, it's racist, it's this, it's that. You know, why is that racist when they're actually depicting facts? I mean, think about that. All right? Like every single person, every single historical person in history, you know, who happens to be somewhat, not every one of them, but I've seen the new revisionism of black history, and I'm thinking to myself, dude, why would you guys do that? Why would you guys do that? It's just ridiculous, right? Every time I hear some black person talk about some dude who's white, who happens to be a white historical figure, and they, for one reason or another, try to make them as some black historical figure, you know, I'm like, come on, man. I can't sit around and listen to this stuff. I mean, I'm not anti-black. All right, if I'm wrong about any of this, you can tell me. You can put a comment in the comment section. Let me know how I'm wrong, why I'm wrong, etc., etc. All right, because you guys, every single video I do, I actually just put out the truth. I just put out the truth. All right. I'm neither liberal, I'm neither conservative. I don't really care about political opinions and stuff like that. All right, I just want to get down to the truth, guys. I'm not interested in your politics. I'm not rooting for any of your races. Black, white, Asian, Mexican, Hispanic, Latino, whatever your race is, I don't really care. All right? All we are doing is trying to get down to the truth. And in today's world, you know, that's a hard thing to do because everybody does their own identity politics, especially black people. I'm going to say that. All right, I'm going to say that because that's the politics of 2020. All right, identity politics. I don't do identity politics. You're never going to get me. You're never gonna get me to do identity politics. I won't do it. Just be truthful about it. That's all you guys need to be. Just be truthful about the facts.